Today we're going to talk about powering these great Amazon Blink XT2 cameras. They don't cost anything a month, but the batteries sometimes wear out on them. And so in this video, for about $35, you could have a solar powered network to power all your cameras. And that's what we're going to discuss. Stay tuned. Now we'll take a quick look at the diagram I put together. We're going to use we're going to be using these Blink XT2 cameras, and we're going to be powering them. Some are going to be powered that are very close to the solar charger controller, and some are going to be powered away from the solar charger controller. So we're going to need a different buck converter for those things. Here's the solar charger right here. And the critical thing is that you make sure that you have the capability to charge this lithium-ion batteries. There's also, here's the panel we're going to be using. It's a 5-watt panel. And here's the battery pack that we're going to be using. I've also included other links to parts I'm going to be using in the project, wiring, connectors and such, that you can just click on and take a look at. This is an outer shell I bought, and it's a really nice setup. So I've got the wire running underneath here and runs over to the charge controller, which is regulated 5. My plan is to run at least 3 of these cameras off of this one battery here. So this is an $8 this is an $8 part. This is probably an $8 part, and I just think it but it was a little bit of work to get it together, more than I thought. So, and an $11 solar panel. I'm going to show you my eco-worthy 5-watt panel here, and I've got it hooked up to a PWM charge controller that I got from AliExpress for $8, and this was $11 on AliExpress, shipped from the US. I'm getting about 330 milliamps out of this, and it's a 12-volt supply. It goes up to 18 volts. So I'm doing pretty well. I think I'm in the 4-point-something watt range there. So I have an eco-worthy 5-watt that came with these wires right here, and I don't think those wires are going to stand up to the sun. I'm going to put this solar panel up on the roof. So what I had to do is unsolder these wires here and solder in this marine grade wire. It's number 18. Picture of the marine grade spool I have. So as far as the charge controller, it looks like it's a pretty nice looking board here. So what I'm going to do is paint this with acrylic nail polish, just to waterproof a little bit extra. I'm not going to have it out in the sun or out in the rain. It's going to be underneath the roof. And then I think what I'll do is get some silicone or caulk and seal this on the solar panel. And the back just kind of unscrews. There's 4 screws on the back that you can take the back off. Here's the solar panel with the marine number 18 hooked to it, strand relief, and I just put some angle brackets on just to give it a little angle on the roof. And then here's I just kind of sealed this up a little bit after coating the circuit board with acrylic nail polish. The finished product. I coated the charge controller with the fingernail polish on the inside, and here's you can see it's solar charging right now with this wire right here, and then here's the wire that goes to the battery, and the battery is right here. Just put it in here with the circuit with the fuses, and this is for future. I'm going to hook on another camera. I'm just going to tie it in here. And one camera is direct feeding. You can see over here. And I'll give you a close-up of that on the right side. That's where I'm making my USB connections for the cameras that are fairly close. I can run those off 5 volts, and I can run services that are like IR services that are infrared services that I can use a lot of battery on these cameras now with this setup. However, I do have a situation where I've got to use the load connection here for a run I'm making that's quite far away. It's over there, so I think it's, you know, about 25 feet of wire away. And I'm using, some of the gauge wire I'm using is pretty narrow gauge wire. I'm using this this Cat5 cable. I'm using 2 strands together, so it's not super big wire. So that's kind of my situation. I am using the load, and then I'm using the the USB connections. One there, one there. I made a discovery. When these cameras go on, they use infrared, and infrared light for the darkness, so they can see in the darkness, causes about 200 milliamps or more load on this for this device. So the design is that we were running from this USB port on our PWM charger, and we were running direct to these cameras, and under about 10 feet it's fine to do this. However, I did start noticing that at night I was having trouble communicating when I was running in excess of 20 feet, this line being 20 feet. So what I had to do was run 12 volts. It's actually 10 to 12 volts. This battery pack right here is probably running between 10 and 12.6 volts. So what we're going to do now is connect, for the long runs, we're going to have to connect to the load side of this PWM charger, and we're going to need to run a USB buck converter to change the voltage down from 10 to 12 volts to 5 volts, and then we're going to hook that up to the cameras. Then that's going to get around this voltage drop issue we have when we use our wire, and we put about, you know, somewhere around 200 milliamps. We're going to get a big voltage drop, and that's going to mess up the performance of the camera. So now I'm going to show you the buck converters. I'll give you a pretty good picture of it here. It's pretty small, and you can run these. You can run pretty thin wire to them, and there's a plus minus side. And so what I've done is I heat shrink this device. First though, I paint it with some clear fingernail acrylic, and then I painted a few coats, and then I heat shrink this package, and that is gonna work, I think. So my plan is to use electrical grease, this electrical grease that to grease the connection. So the battery type can be set here in this B setting, and you just hold down the B setting, and it allows you to set different B battery types. It just kind of went off of there. And so the battery that I'm using is this LittoKala 18650 battery. That's three in serial. and it's the battery specs are basically on the 18650 site, but this pack is something special. I think it's got a BMS in it, so it's got BMS at the cell level, and then at the pack level I can shut it off with this thing here. So I think I'm pretty well protected. And these things they don't take much power. I've found that this voltage isn't quite accurate. It seems to be underreporting by 0.1. So I'm setting it to float at 12 volts, leaving myself a little bit of capacity. And then it's going to recover at 10.5 volts from a low voltage condition. If it gets under 10, it's gonna go into low voltage mode and cut out this USB port. An Amazon Blink camera. I've got a special cover that I'm using, and I'm feeding the USB cable in here. So right now it's being powered by this battery right here. I'm protecting the USB output with this 2 amp fuse, and I'm using one of these Wago style AliExpress connectors. Here's the true Wago connector, but I like these that I got on AliExpress that are kind of in line here. And then I've got also, I put a 5 amp fuse, just soldered it on next to the battery, and I'm making the battery connection with one of these connectors right here. So you're probably going to need to buy possibly these kind of circuit board connections where you you solder on the wire to right here. And I also have these other style connectors that are the female variety right here that I also got on AliExpress, or you get on Amazon. And I did a project box. I just used a regular project box with a reducing bit where I'm feeding in the wire with into one of these glands, and I'm planning on hooking the solar panel to this port right here. I'm not planning to use this load. This load and this load are sort of tied together, but this load is going to be battery voltage load, and this one is regulated 5 volts, which I'm going to need for this right here. So this is I'm going to go and hook up the panel now.